it's me, Andy. I didn't have a tea of the day today because I honestly just woke up and I was like, I gotta film a video, and I'm not in the mood for tea this morning. That's as simple as that. And today I'm doing yet another tag because I haven't done any recently other than the one I did previously, and just there's a lot of tags that I want to do. Like, I have a list of like 13 tags that I want to do, even though I haven't been tagged by anyone to do them, because forever remaining irrelevant on my little corner of the internet. But it's just, after the challenge thing that I did, the marathon reading, last month, I just need something different to do instead of just, reading through whatever. So today I'm doing the mid-year freakout tag, and because it's almost the middle of the year. And I'm sorry if I look horrible. I keep looking at myself in my viewfinder. I should probably stop doing that. But it was created by, co-creator who I got it from was Read Like Wildfire, and here are the questions. I will link her video down below, and I keep playing with my charm bracelet. I should stop that. I do a lot of things that I should stop. Anyway, let's get on to the questions. Best book you've read so far in 2017. I searched so long to find the perfect book for this, and then I realized there really isn't one. So, I'm gonna go with, I have a pile of books right here. The best book I've read so far in 2017 is Stalking Jack the Ripper. It has become one of my favorites. It's so good. And my mom said that she's even gonna read it because it was published by James Patterson, and that is her absolute favorite author. She has every single one of his books, so she's gonna read this, but this was just so good. Like, while I was reading it, I take notes while I read, in case you don't remember that from last month, because I have a notebook that I do that in. But I was trying to figure out this mystery while I was reading it, and it's just, I couldn't do it. And I don't read mysteries because I can usually figure it out. But I couldn't figure this one out, and it really, really surprised me. So, and later on I'm going to bring up the same thing. But I also really love the cover of this, and it was such a good read, and yeah, so that's the best book that I've read so far, and right up there with it is all the Cassandra Clare books that I've read this year, but I had to pick one, and I decided to go with something that isn't Shadowhunters related because that's basically what I've been reading. But the next question is best sequel you've read so far in 2017, and I'm going with Clockwork Prince because Major feels major. It's so pretty on my viewfinder. But Clockwork Prince, just, of course I had to pick something Shadowhunters for this one because this is mainly the only sequels that I've been reading. And this one took me the longest to get through while reading all of the Shadowhunter books. I haven't even finished all of them yet, but this took me the longest to get through, and it's just because it's just so many feels. And yeah. So the next question is new release you haven't read yet but want to. And that would be the very heavy Lord of Shadows. And I haven't read it because I haven't gotten through all the rest of them, and I hate reading books out of order. It bothers me, like it pained me while doing my readathon thing, reading marathon, that I wasn't reading all of them in order. I was doing them the way that Cassandra Clare said that this should be read because I figured she's the author, she knows what she's talking about. It kind of pained me to do that. But yeah, I fully intend on reading this. I do, I really do. most anticipated release for the second half of the year. Now, if you didn't know that there's a next book for these, you need to know. Hunting Prince Dracula, I'm pretty sure is what it's called, and I'm really, really excited for it because I need more of this. I need so much more because it was so good. It was short to read because I read it every time I went to bowling because I'm on my high school bowling team. And I read it on the way to our matches, and I got it finished really, really fast that way. And it's just, I need more because, and especially since one of my favorite classic horrors to read is Dracula. And I'm so excited for Hunting Prince Dracula. Like, you don't understand my love for this. Biggest disappointment. I don't have that out here with me, but that's gonna have to be Red Queen. It's not the fact that it was a huge disappointment, it's the fact that it was so hyped up and I was so excited to read it, and then I read it and it wasn't as good as everyone thought it was. Well, it was good, it was just so hyped that I thought it was going to be a lot more, and it didn't exactly meet my really, really high expectations I have for it, so that's partly my fault. But, and there comes the air conditioner. But, yeah, Red Queen, I liked it, it's just, it was so hyped up that it just, biggest surprise. I actually just finished this because I'm taking a small break from reading all of Cassandra Clare books, because I was like, I need to have more stuff on my channel than just Cassandra Clare. I mean, not that that's a bad thing, but I do need more stuff. I mention her books a lot because that's what I'm reading. But I'm going with Beautiful Creatures, the graphic novel version. And it surprised me because I don't read I don't read graphic novels that often. I enjoy comic books, so I read those, but this is just, but I haven't even read Beautiful Creatures, like the actual novel version, because I wanted to try something different, and I didn't think I was going to like it this way, but I really did. So it wasn't the story that surprised me, it was more the formatting in which I read it in. And I'm also trying to do more audiobooks. Right now, I really like, in my mind, if I'm going to pay for something, I need to be able to hold it. But this was my biggest surprise because of the format in which I read it, and not just the story. Oh, the story, yes, I've seen the movie. I break a lot of rules. And when seeing the movie, again, I thought I had a small understanding of what was happening, but I really didn't, and honestly, reading this and watching the movie is my inspiration for a theory / thing that I'm doing soon. Maybe I started writing it. But yeah, so this is my biggest surprise. New favorite author, debut or new to you? I can't pick for this one. I'm sorry to say that I can't pick because it's Cassandra Clare and Carrie, I can't say her last name, Maniscalco. I'm sorry if I butchered that, which I probably really did, but these two are my favorite. They're my favorite authors right now. There's no denying it that they are my favorite, and it's just, I love them both. I can't pick. You can't ask me to pick. That's like asking me, when you ask me my favorite book, that's asking me to pick my favorite child, and I've tried so hard to pick my favorite book, but it fell onto this one. But it's just, that was really quick. Anyway, I need to stop talking about this so much. I need to get on with these questions. Newest fictional crush. I'm gonna go a little generic here. I'm gonna have to go with Jace. from City of Bones, because, and all the Mortal Instruments, because Jace is just, okay, here's why. I actually have a legitimate reason of why. So, when I started reading these books, I wasn't with the person that I'm with now, but it's just, him and Jace they're so much alike that it's shocking. But, like, I didn't have a little thing of, like, him being my brother, because that'd be really gross. But, it just, and with a thing that's happening, in August, I'm gonna actually, like, really rely on these books so much, because him and Jace are so much alike, and it's just, like, he was, like, weirded out when I told him that I found a character that's just like him, and, I mean, he's as cocky as Jace, it's just, like, I tell him things about Jace, and he's like, yeah, that's basically me, but he doesn't know that I'm telling him things about Jace. It's just, yeah, I mean, the only downside for Jace is the fact that I dated a guy named Jace, and he turned out to be a complete ass. Oh, that's the first time I've ever sworn in a video. Wow. But, yeah, it's just, the similarities between them are so real and so much alike, because, and that's why he's my newest fictional crush, because he's so much like him. Anyway, moving on, because I just rambled on for too long about that. Newest favorite character. No. I'm saying that now, no. I can't pick, because of, like, maybe at the end of the year, after I've processed everything, I can pick, but it's just, I can't ask me to, so I don't have a favorite one. I have a list of favorite ones that I'm not going through right now, but yeah, that's end of that. Book that made you cry. Clockwork Prince. And there's so many reasons why. Like, I'm sitting there crying while I read a book, and my friend, like, I was texting my friend, and she called me, and she was like, hey, what are you doing? And I was like, just reading. She's like, you sound like you're crying. I said, I am. And she's like, oh my god, stop, Andy. But it's just, there's reasons of why, and it's just major feelings, and just, so it's my favorite sequel right now. And I'm sure that once I get to all of her other books, I won't be able to pick. But I will pick, because I have to, as a booktuber. Book that made you happy. Well, I mean, this one made me happy. A lot of other ones made me happy. I mean, this one also made me cry a little bit. But that's just me. So yeah, like, reading in general makes me happy. So there's that. But there hasn't been a book that's made me, like, overwhelmingly happy without making me feel other things. So if you just want me to choose a book that made me feel happy, it's not really existing right now. I haven't read one. But yeah, moving on to the next question. Most beautiful book you've bought so far this year or received? I'm gonna cheat for this one, because I didn't personally buy this year. I bought it last year at the end of the year, but I did buy a copy of this for my friend for her birthday, so it counts. But it's just, look at that cover. It's just so beautiful, and you know, like, every time I look at this cover, I find something new that I love about it, and just, and the story was so good. This is in my top 3 favorites for this year that I've read, because I love Phantom of the Opera. If you watched my review on it, which was really long ago, and looking back on my videos, like, I laugh at my old videos, and I've only been doing this for about 6 months. But either way, this is, it's just so beautiful. You can't tell me it's not. Anyway, moving on to what books do you need to read by the end of the year? We're back to Lord of Shadows. I need to finish all of her books by the end of the year, and because I didn't really get any reading done this month, I got barely any reading done. Like, I can't even describe to you how little reading I got done. Mostly because it's summer and I'm always going out and doing things. I didn't realize that I had a social life. I honestly didn't, but I do for a reason, and that reason is coming up later. But yeah, it's just, I need to finish all of her books by the end of the year because it's what I need to do. Favorite book community member. Okay, now here's the thing. I know I talk about her all the time because she's my favorite, but it says favorite. It says favorite book community member. The questions are right there because I'm pulling them right off the video because it's what I do, and it's just honestly I'm rambling so bad right now, but if you haven't guessed by now, it's Emma Books because I love Emma Books. Anytime she posts a video, I am immediately on it and watching it because it's just, I love her videos and she's pretty much the reason why I started doing this, and like whenever she replies to my comments, like I get really excited inside and I'm just like super happy. So I'll be linking her channel down below. I don't really have anyone to tag because I'm not that involved in the community. I try. I really do. I try. It's just I haven't made that many friends yet. And I'm hoping that I do really soon. But I'm trying. I really am. But mostly just do this tag if you feel like doing it. And I'm sure my friends are gonna laugh at me while I post this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, please. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of me. Go back and watch my old videos, which I'm sure you get to laugh at too, because that's what all my friends do. And yeah, comment anything down below. Comment any tags that you think I should do. Comment what you like about this video. Comment anything about the books that I've showed you in this video. Just comment. It makes me happy. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next chapter. Bye!